Live on the gram, live on everything else. Looks like it. So, coming today with an update, just kind of talking to you guys about what's going on with me, what's going on with the book, and my general story that I'm, telling everyone. And I don't have a plan today. I like going live because it's genuine, and I'm really just going to come and interact with you guys. And I'm hoping that some of you, whoever's watching, might interact with me a little bit and ask some questions. But the general topic today is an AMA, an Ask Me Anything, and a book update. With the book's going to be out by Christmas, so it will be in our hands by Christmas. If you guys are interested in doing stuff like pre-ordering the book or keeping in, along with the book story, check out the public figure page on Facebook. It's CJ Lore, so it's just my name, like my regular page, except it's a picture with just me. It's just my professional headshot. It says public figure. You want to like that page. Make sure you're in touch with all the book stuff. So talking about the book, the purpose of the book is obviously to tell the story of my life. Finding out at 35 years old that my father, who passed away when I was 7 years old, he was 36 years old. His name was Carl Joseph Lore. I'm named after him. And he was sick. That's why my parents weren't able to conceive, naturally. So they used a donor. And I found out at age 35 via an ancestry test that I was donor conceived. And I met or talked to or found out about 7 half siblings that I have, one of which was in my brother, David, was in my homeroom class when we were in junior high at Greece Apollo Middle School, now known as Odyssey. I actually went to Odyssey when it was on Westridge Road. So we find out at age 35 that I'm donor conceived. My whole life I knew my father, Carl, passed away when he was 36 years old, which just ignore that. Live video stuff. So 35 years old, I'm thinking about my father, Carl, who died at 36. And psychologists call this a nemesis date. So, like, really, in my head, I'm thinking I'm going to die at 36. Like, I really did. And a big part of the story kind of, I don't know if I'm giving away too much. My writing team's probably going to get pissed at me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. A big part of the story is that, so I turned 35 December of 2019. I found out I was donor conceived just after that. So January of that next year, January 2019, whatever. I found out in December 2018 I was 35. So just before I was going to turn 36, 10 or 11 months before I turned 36, my nemesis date, the day I thought I was going to die because I was meant to, I found out that my father wasn't actually my biological father, which at the time, I mean, let me tell you, it was an emotional roller coaster that I couldn't even begin to describe, finding that out. But the positive spin of it is that I thought I was going to die young because my father was a sick guy. And finding out that I wasn't going to die young was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Finding out that my father, and I'm not gonna use any names, but he's a fertility doctor. He was our fertility doctor, and there's probably a lot more siblings out there. We know about 7 of us, and the truth is, figure what's the percentage of Americans that have taken an ancestry test? Probably pretty low. So, every time Ancestry goes on sale, on Amazon, we look out, where's the next sibling? And this is a big topic because, and it's a hot topic when you really think about it, because everyone wants to have children. And I think everyone should be able to have children, just to be clear. And if that means using a donor, yeah, definitely. My goal in writing this book, besides telling my story and helping anyone else who may be going through the same thing, is to hopefully open some people's eyes. And what I would like to see happen in a perfect world, if I could, sign one thing into law, it's that donor conceived children should have a disclosure law in their medical records. So when that child turns 18, in their medical records, there should be a page that gets uncovered for them, and they get to see the truth. In case one of their parents passes away, in case both of them pass away, so that child doesn't go through the rest of their life having a candid conversation with the doctor about their medical history using just wrong information. With that in mind, best thing that's ever happened to me. Finding that out has changed my life for the better. It's brought about the best part of my life so far. And I'm not mad at anyone. I do feel the need to tell this story, though, because it's a wild story. There's not enough time in a video, or I wouldn't need to write a book, right? Anybody?
And when's the book coming out again?
So the book will be out in our hands, literally in our hands, Christmas. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Book's coming out then.
So I know I got Noon watching on the Instagram.
Nice. Hey, Noon. So yeah, that's what's going on with the book. Let me see what else is going on with us while we're live. Got a new office. This is my new office. It's upstairs. Got everything kind of, my closet and office all in one. What's that, Buffalo office and Finger Lakes office? What's that written there for? Oh, what are we doing?
How do you like the new office?
I love the new office. Got my own little private oasis upstairs here, and then Valdez and Desmond have their own office downstairs, and this is how we're living right now. It's just like Ryan Serhant, but in upstate New York. It's just like a little different than Ryan Serhant's office, but a lot.
Well, that gives people more information to know about the book.
Yeah. So interact with my page, public figure page, like CJ Lore Public Figure if you want more information about the book. Book will be in our hands at Christmas. Looking forward to sharing my story. And look, if there's any way that I can reach out and help any of you guys, if you're going through something, I don't really care what it is, leave a comment. I'd like to help.
Ooh, Keith's just joined. He says, "What's going on here?"
Keith Petrillo.
Keith Petrillo.
Keith Petrillo is my cousin. That's a funny story. Keith will always be my cousin. Finding out that I was donor conceived, Keith was actually my cousin on my father's side. So Keith and I actually have gotten closer since finding this out because, I don't know, it just gave us a reason to talk. But Keith's the man.
He says, so funny. Yep, and we work with Keith a lot with his printing services. Helped us make a fall magnet calendar. We're going to have some thank you cards coming out.
Oh, yeah, we got magnets. Dude, if you guys want some magnets, we got magnets with fall events that are actually going to happen. These events have been verified as of when, Desmond? Like last week?
Last week.
So unless they got canceled real recently, if you
yeah.
want one of these, leave me a comment and I'll stop by and drop them off at your office or wherever you want, your house. Cool. I think that's good.
Yeah, signing off for the day.
All right.